Hi and welcome to this week's VIP lesson. Today we're going to look at some exercises to basically free up your body and allow your limbs to be more equal. And we're going to do this by taking a simple sticking. So we're going to take a paradiddle diddle between the right hand and the left hand. I'm going to put the right hand on the floor tom and the left hand on the snare, and the left hand will play ghost notes. So this is our starting pattern. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable playing that to begin with. So right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. You should be. We've done plenty of stuff with that before. And we're going to replace some of these notes with kick notes. And the main thing here is to focus on the left hand and see if anything changes. So we can play the whole thing. We can try the whole thing between the kick and the left hand. Which can be pretty tricky. I've worked a little bit on this and it's starting to feel comfortable, but it took a while. And the way I worked towards it, because I didn't know if it was my foot that was going out of time when I got things like this. It was just messed up. I didn't know if it was my foot or my left hand that was causing the problem, hence this set of exercises. So the way I did it was I started with the right hand on the floor tom, left hand on the snare, and then started to replace certain right-hand notes with bass drum notes. So if we replace the first one, we'll go from this to this. And then you want to do the hokey pokey thing where you take, where you basically have right hand and right foot out, and then right foot in, and you in, out, in, out. And the idea is to focus on that left hand and see if anything changes with the motion of how this is preparing the strokes. So we'll go from this. Okay, so just switching in and out the foot on the first beat and paying attention to if your left hand changes. Now the other thing you'll have to think about is the right hand, because you have a motion. They're all full strokes essentially, and when you put the bass drum in there, you don't have that first stroke, so you've got to think about what this hand is going to do when the bass drum plays the one. So just work on that as a thing on its own. All right, so then you want to try replacing other notes of the right hand. So if we replace the second one, we would go from this . So let's stop and look at this one for a while, because although I'm thinking of this as a paradiddle diddle, right, left, left, right, 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 left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. When we play it this way, you notice that the right hand is now playing eighth notes, bing, ding, 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 when we replace one with the bass drum. So you could also think of it as a right, left, left repeated. But switching out the second left, right, left for a foot, right, left foot, right, left, left, right, left foot, right, left, left. That makes sense? So there's different ways of looking at the same sticking that may make it feel easier to play. So again, switch to and fro between those two different things, and then try putting the bass drum on the last of the right hand notes. So right, left, right foot, left, left. Okay, I got to work on that a little bit. So that's replaced each of the right hand notes one at a time, and then you can replace two notes. So you could have the first bass drum note and the second one, for example. So we'll go from this. Okay, and then we'll do the first and the last of the right hands. So then we'll have this. So again, that's kind of like what I said with the earlier one. Now the bass drum is playing eighth notes, and it's like replacing one. Basically, it's like playing this and replacing the second of the first double with the right hand. So it's another way of thinking of the same thing. So when you've got comfortable with those, the idea is to kind of switch them around. You want to also do probably replacing the second two, so like this. And then all three. It's a little harder. So when you've worked on those, then just mix and match them kind of randomly. And then throw in one mistake at the end. But really what this does is starts to break the connection between your right hand and your left hand, so that your left hand can play those notes and not get confused when the right hand switches for a right foot. So then what we're going to do is a very similar exercise, but this time we are going to replace certain right hand notes with gaps. Now this is trickier, and there's a really weird kind of illusion that happens. So let's take the sticking to begin with. And we'll keep the first note in, but we will omit the second. So it's going to go like this. Now it feels strange when you take out that note. It feels like the left hand part has changed somehow, but it hasn't. So then what we do is take out the last right hand note. So we'll go from this. Okay. And then switch between those two patterns. And I swear for me, it's like, it takes a lot to convince me that the left hand pattern isn't changing. but it isn't, I don't think. So again, I'll play the full thing and then I will omit the second of the 3 right hand notes for a few bars, and then I'll omit the last of the right hand notes for a few bars, and then I'll alternate. Okay, it's like a meditation to play this stuff, but eventually your left hand will stop doing excess things that it needs to do. It will just relax into being able to play those things. And then it should make putting the bass drum in easier again. So that's quite a lot of stuff. It seems easy, it's a simple concept, but take that and work on it and try and get comfortable with it, and then we'll take it further in the next lesson. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.